Hi, folks. Tim Forshey here with another view from 40,000 feet. As a lot of you know, I love analogies. So let's risk alienating everybody out there and let's compare gun control with women's reproductive rights. Well, the famous Roe versus Wade case from 1973 found the Supreme Court ruling that the 14th Amendment mandated a woman's right to be able to choose to end a pregnancy. And that was a very controversial decision in 73, very controversial decision 50 years later. What the court really ruled was that the 14th Amendment protected that right, and as such, it was now illegal to make that illegal on a federal level. What we've seen is that in 2022, the Dobbs decision overturned that. The new Supreme Court said the 14th Amendment does not guarantee that right. However, there's been a lot of misinterpretation of this. That does not mean that it is illegal to get an abortion. It means that it's legal for the states to make it illegal to get an abortion. Very important distinction. Now, if we look at the analogy here with regard to the Second Amendment, the 14th Amendment either does or doesn't protect a women's rights, depending upon which case you want to look at. But the Second Amendment very clearly protects gun rights. It couldn't be more clear. And we've seen a lot of cases over the last 100 years where the courts have restricted and even stamped out the Second Amendment rights that we all think we should have in the Constitution. But the result of that is that we now have a great new Supreme Court case, New York State Rod and Pistol Association versus Bruin. And in that case, the Supreme Court has essentially ruled that the Second Amendment means what it says. So what they're saying is that now, based upon federal law, it is illegal to make it illegal to own guns or to carry guns or to use guns in the appropriate legal fashion. So it's interesting to see that people who are pro-choice on one side of this issue are very anti-choice on the other. It's a woman's right to choose to end an abortion, it's a woman's right to choose to end a pregnancy, but it is not your right to choose to have a gun. I think that's just very interesting to point out the apparent hypocrisy there. So anyway, that's my opinion. So if you like what we're doing on this channel, go ahead and tune in, subscribe. We'd like to have you back. Please send us any suggestions you have. Thanks much.